Let me know if I need to increase my mic on anything. First time doing this, so sorry if I scuff things up here. Anyone dethrone Woodsy of a win, and has been having a strong season right now. We are looking at a wet race tonight. DJ coming around. Corners down below and it's starting with the rain here at Spa-Francorchamps Arden Forest. This slowly climb down as he heads towards the bus stop for the cave. He keeps it stable with a fair decent gap behind Lorox. DJ comes around very tentatively, trying not to spin. Oh, he nearly spins it. Comes across the line with a 154.6. Start here. Corner speed, he comes across the line at a 55.6. Fluency 2 minute flat with 201.3. Well, there's been a massive pile up here at the bus stop chicane. Due to the wet weather, everyone making the wrong, trying to get their dry lap in, but it just didn't seem to work. The DJ was the only one that compromised off this by putting the faster time. Has he taken pole position off of Woodsy here tonight? I assume everyone is going to drive around tentatively or return back to pits. Try and get onto the intermediate tyres. See, this one there go a little bit wide through a Rouge. See Lorox driving tentatively. Oh, massive lag spike there. Someone off into the wall at the top of a Radion. See Xylon out, coming out on the intermediates. Hopefully he can gain a few places with these upcoming minutes. Same with Lorox. for Robo Sports Racing. DJ's still out on those soft tyres. He's probably trying to get back round to the pits, burn his fuel, so we can do a low tyre run on the intermediates and hopefully improve his time. I assume most of these guys are currently on out laps right now. They're all struggling for grip. DJ diving into the pits for those intermediate tyres, and hopefully can improve in these later stages. Pretty sure everyone is going to be coming into the pits. Or other people are still going around on the soft tyres. As the rains have passed, we see Spud there nearly spin it around throughout the chicane. Grid at the moment is DJ in first with a 54.6, Speedy of 55.6, Woody with a 58.7, Lindsay with a 2-minute .1, Band sitting in P5 at the moment with 201, Jerem 207.5. A good position for Devlin Calypso here in 7th place. He's going to show some strong pace recently. John 27 at 2:52. Seems like he can't find pace at the moment. But it's racing. Watch him on board here. As he returns back to pits because he messed up his line. So there comes chicane, and is the track dry enough again that he sees soft tyres? Someone's going down, launch and one currently, let's see who that is. It's clearly Wiseacre on the intermediate tyres. Can he improve? P13 currently, with no time to set. Currently on an out lap. So let's be on board with him for this lap. Heading down through the exhaust, keeping it clean tight, a little bit squirry on the rear end, coming down to a rouge. Can he keep it flat, or will he have to slightly lift? He keeps it flat, hurdling along down this straight to Lake Home chicane. Keep it tidy on this lap. Yes, he can. Kenny has a decent lap for Shadon Racing. Let's come back to him and see if Loudy or Robosport Racing can improve. 2-minute 2 jump. Puts it in 9th or stays in 9th. John going through the chicane. Can he raise it from P12 currently, or is he on his? He's still on his outlap, so we can come back to him later. So he just starts it now. Clearly Wiseacre. Where does he place it? For Shadon Racing, can he place it high up the grid? in these challenging weather moments of Spa. Pits up into 9th, dropping Laudy down to 10th. Coming for you. Starting his lap. Who is it? It's Woody. Puts it up to 2nd place with a 55.6. He will be proud of that. But I think this is qualifying over now. And the person that has made the most of the dry weather has been DJ. Disappointed with that 54.6. What a lap, and what see so much strong pace from this guy in its racing team. Everyone here is finishing their final few laps here at Spa-Francorchamps. Laudy increases time. 2 minutes and he jumps up to 7th. So a good place for him, who's still on laps. Everyone has finished their laps now. Right, now we're just waiting for these guys to kick their race off. So this is your current standing of the grid. DJ in 1st, Lorox in 2nd, Diswood in 3rd, so he's been dethroned off starting in pole with these tricky conditions of Spa-Francorchamps. Speedy Tires in 4th, N-Spider in 5th, Gabans in 6th, Duram in 7th, Devlin Calypso in 9th, coming for you in 10th, Xylon in 11th, John 27 in 12th, Hilly Wiseacre in 13th, Laudy still in the pits, we don't know where he is, he's probably gone AFK, and then your safety car driver tonight is the amazing Venti Supersoft Gaming for its racing. Here we see Laudy Dark Mist exit the pit so we can get to see where his grid position is as he spins it coming up pit lane. Here we have all the cars sitting at Lakeholm Chicane ready for the start of this race here tonight. Very interesting qualifying so far, ladies and gentlemen, but we have many more laps to come, many more engine damages to come, the grid positions to change dramatically, and to see Diswood to keep his throne of victories this season. And as we just see N-Spud typing in there 3 minutes to race start. So if you have not got any snacks or drinks, I advise you do so, as this is going to be a very interesting race tonight. as we hear the rainfall come down here at Spa-Francorchamps. Let me just see what that comment. Thank you for that information. I did see. Going through Rouge, going on to the racing, hard tyres to start. Very interesting, as there is no mandatory tyre for tonight, as you see downpour of rain currently here at Track Stars. If there's a rain on the track, the tyre mandatory goes off the books and any tyre is allowed to be used. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting this race underway here very shortly. For 29 laps of Spa-Francorchamps. Ladies and gentlemen, the race has started and it is dry at the start here for Spa-Francorchamps. Here we are on board with DJ Disappointed. Can he get a good start here as they all build the revs? And the spectating screen messes up as we have DJ into turn one, all clean. Can they keep it all clean this time during the lag? it looks all clean as they run down the hill to a Rouge, going all single file, looking all clean. Few cars, Speedy running wide, hitting the barrier. That is going to cause some engine damage and the safety car to be called. I am assuming, no, he's only got front aero and suspension damage. This one has gained 2 places and took first position as we see a car going there wide, going too wide, down through this right-hander, through No Name, down towards No Name. This one taking the lead through down to DJ Disappointed, Ensbuds, Gabans, Taylunsi, Wiseacre, coming for you, Duram, Xylon, Devlin. Lurks has got engine damage that causes the safety car to come out and all them bunch up and slow down to what I assume is 100 miles an hour. And I am indeed correct until the safety car catches him, which is he's driving very precarious right now because he's on the intermediate tyre, so he has to drive very carefully. And there he goes, safety car got cooled. Acts like a, so he'll wait here between Piff Paff and Blunt and Puon. So this would lead the cars all the way around so they get back around at that stage of the track. So we see DJ go into the pits for probably a fresh pair of slick tyres, or he knows the strategy of when the rain comes. We have Lorox in for his engine, coming for you for his damage. Jono for some fresh tyres. We see DJ for a fresh pair of racing soft tyres, coming for you, doing the same. John 27 going out on the medium tyres, probably going to go long on this stint in towards the rain. Lorok goes on to the intermediate tyres, hoping the rain comes sooner than expected. We see the cars getting around the track towards the safety car. They all slow down for the safety car. So we have 27 laps remaining of this Grand Prix here tonight. Waiting for these few extra cars to get on the back of this train. So I'm saying one more lap here, and then the safety car will be called in. So let's go for the grid order, and at the moment, Diswood in first, followed by Enspud, Gabans, Lindsay, Peely, Wiseacre, Duran, 50, Xylon, 96. We see Gabans into the pits for probably some fresh tyres. Same with Xylon, Loudy coming for you, DJ in again. Has DJ lost out here and had to pit again because the rain could be inbound right now as we see dark clouds form over Spa-Francorchamps, but it looks like it is about to rain here. As we see all the cars here coming through a Rouge Enspud, trying to get some heat in those tyres as the temperature drops here. hoping that he can get some good laps in before this rain comes in. But it may come in sooner than expected. Safety car is in this lap. So this would take pace when they get onto Francorchamps. Only on lap 3 here behind the safety car, ladies and gentlemen. It will be coming in this lap. And the rain has came in here at Spa-Francorchamps in the Arden Forest tonight. So all these guys on the soft tyres will be coming in on this lap. So your true leader is will be on the wet tyre, and that is Gaban's. He is going to be leading this race here this evening, as we see Speedy with that damage though, and he has not pitted, but the top 6 should be pitting at this lap as the safety car is into the pits, and this would take pace and he can go whenever he wants to. He'll probably gun it or dive into the pits, as we see N-Spud going to the pits. Diswood is away for this race here, as we see Lindsay across the grass. It's going to be tricky conditions for the guys on the slick tyres right now, as we are on to intermediate weather. The band is making the most out of those intermediate tyres and already is on the rear of Diswood and challenging the pole position. As Diswood goes wide, going up through a rouge because he has no traction. And all these guys on the intermediate tyres or wets will be taking these critical positions. As I go full wide into Lake Chicane, and Billy Whitesacre with engine damage. He has full damage on his car, front, rear and engine. So he has to limp that car all the way back to the pits, which is going to absolutely hurt him right now. But we're only on lap 4, ladies and gentlemen, so we still have a lot of laps left in this race. As we see all these races on the intermediate tyres that switched over early has proved to be better than Diswood saw. He made the wrong call and stayed out. As we see Diswood losing his, nearly having a snap of oversteer due to no traction. And Diswood stays out again on those slick tyres, because he believes that this tyre will come in quicker as all these other races are on these intermediates and wet tyres to dry up the track. But as they get closer to the safety car here on the Kemmel Straight down towards the Lake of Chicane, I think the bands will slow down. Very interesting here tonight. As we have 23 more laps. Actually 24 laps. I'm sorry, correction myself. So your grid order at the moment is Gabans for ISA Racing in first, Laudi in second for Robo Sport Racing, Xylon in the third for Mash Buds, I believe. Yes. Devlin in fourth for ISA, Diswood in fifth, Coming for You in sixth, Taylunsi in seventh, Speedy in eighth, DJ in ninth, and Lorix rounding out your top 10. Ensbud in 11th, Duran 50 in 12th, John 27 in 13th, Healy Wiseacre in 14th. So we are going to have one more lap here of safety car, hopefully, for John and Wiseacre to catch back up. And it looks like soft tyre, slick tyre weather, but some areas the track is still very wet, so these drivers will need to be cautious as Lawrence comes into the pits. So we may have 2 extra laps here of safety car. We have Speedy and Coming for You into the pits for slick tyres. But Gabans, Laudi, Xylon, Calypso doesn't feel like it's the right time to switch over to these slick compounds just yet. Well, they're hoping rain comes in as we see the safety car get announced to come in this lap. All the drivers, some of the drivers even, getting the heat into those tyres, which will be very crucial for this wet line drying, becoming very dangerous, because if they stick the slick tyre onto the wet patch, they will spin around. As we see Laudi here Laudi and Gaban sticking onto the wet line to keep those intermediate tyres cool, so they're not spinning and losing the grip. As we come down through Stavelot here, safety car will be pulling away, as we do see, and Gaban's taking the pace of this race with 23 more laps to go. Will he be coming in for the slick tyres, or will he stay out and try and hope for some more rain and overcast the Spa-Francorchamps? As we see, the safety car is in the pit, and does he go already, or would he go on the exit? And he goes now. He forgets that he can't use overtake in first, so he may get a penalty for that. As it goes through La Source. Looking all good. Diswood making a move on Devlin. So is DJ, so these intermediate tyres may not be working into their favour as they go through a Rouge. And Lucy is now on the back of Devlin, same as Enspud, and they go 3 wide. Lucy goes 2 wide down to the Lakem chicane, who will take the position, and it is Enspud. And someone going wide there, who is that? Oh, massive kind of DJ comes back on track with engine damage, and that is another safety car here in these tricky conditions. I hope you have your drinks and snacks here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, it will be very interesting. Bands and Laudy and all these people in the intermediate tyres will be coming into the pits, as it is soft tyre condition. And Speedy with the fastest lap currently at 2:13.6. Woodsy making use of those soft tyres that he stuck on, jumping up to 3rd. Can he? As we see Gaban's going to the pits, Diswood into the pits, Enspud into the pits, Devlin stay out, Loudy stays out, Coming For You is into the pits. Which these people will be coming into the pits for some fresh, soft tyres, as Laudy, Devlin, Lindsay, Joram, Lorox, Whiteacre all stay out on their used tyres for a couple of laps. Enspud is coming in. Is there rainfall happening again? Yes, there is. You can never tell with the weather right now at Spa-Francorchamps. Bands onto the wet tyre. I see a little bit of GT7 lag there coming through a Rouge for Coming For You and Diswood. See a lot of these people coming on to the wet or intermediate tyres, but it looks like it's been a wet. Well, the tyres are all wet as the rain is coming down hard, and the safety car is in this lap apparently, even though everyone is not on the back of the grid. And who's that spinning around? That is purely Whiteacre, and he did not make the right call. He couldn't get into the pits, so he is going to lose out on positions very quickly, and he may think that his race is over, but we still have 21 laps left of the Track Stars SF19 Delara round 7 at Spa-Francorchamps. Let's go through your grid Laudi in first for Robo Sport Racing. Calypso in second for Isa. Luncy in second for, I don't know whose team he is reserving for. Let's have a look. Satellite Racing, he is racing for tonight with speedy tyres. Duram 50 in fourth. Happened here. They're all bunching up for some reason. Duram moves up to third apparently. Lawrence in fourth. Caban's in the fifth. Diswood in sixth. Coming for you in seventh. John 27 in eighth. Inspud in ninth. Who's that spinning around? Duram spinning around. And Devon and Lilrocks into the pits for their wet tyres, as it is not suitable for their intermediates anymore. And here we go. Racing again, I believe. Laudi has to go very cautious on that intermediate tyre to not spin, as he will have no grip through the corners. And Gaban is pulling towards Laudi very quickly as Laudi goes wide through a Rouge. He does not have that grip. Same with Diswood. That position change on Diswood thrown up to the inside, and the Lakeholm chicane taken first in this race so far with 20 laps left, followed by Gaban's coming for you. John 27, DJ, as we have a three-way battle for first position right now, as we see coming for you try and go around the outside of Gaban, and it cannot work. He gets a little bit hit off. John 27 trying to make their way into this battle, trying to make it a fourth-way. Safety car has been called again for who has had engine damage. It is Xylon Maxbud Racing. I wonder if he lost it at a Rouge. Is that someone into that is Wiseacre? Was down for so many positions. I'm hoping he can gain it back here in the safety car with these wet tyres. These tricky conditions here at Spa makes this racing so unpredictable with so many position changes. Cars come around turn one, and the safety car to be waiting on the Kemmel straight to pick up Diswood and lead the pack for these 1 or 2 laps, as we see Laudi come into the pit and Speedy for some fresh tyres. Speedy out on some fresh intermediate tyres. Has he made the right call, or is it still a bit too wet? See, Dorks here sitting behind Speedy. As that Calypso around at the top of Radion with front and suspension damage. Xylon into the pit from Maxbud Racing with the engine damage, as he's finally got around to the pit to fix that. go to the front here and check who's following from Disford. It is coming for you. To John in third, DJ in fourth. We've been reading these weather forecasts. His mechanic has been giving him this vital information and getting the right, and the race strategist has been on point right now during this race, so he may be the contender for the win if he can get up through the grid and challenge Disford, as he was a pole position guy in qualifying. N-Spot following closely behind. To Gaban's, Speedy, to Lorox. So we may have one more lap here at Spa with the safety car. These three cars to catch up. As Venti leads him around in the Nissan GTR safety car. Have 19 laps to go. How many more safety cars are we going to have this evening here at the Dallara Super Formula SF19 Round 7 Spa-Francorchamps here at Track Stars, ladies and gentlemen. This should be the final safety car lap for these drivers. Xylon got damage again. Don't know whereabouts, but he comes in and fixes it for the intermediate tyres, as well as we see Wiseacre. But there is a faint dry line that has came in, that is slowly coming in to this race, so all these drivers may be jumping into the pits here shortly within about 4 to 5 laps time. The slick tyres again, and they don't have a mandatory tyre tonight as it is obviously raining and would be very difficult to run that mandatory tyre. But if there was no rain, they would have to run the medium or hard tyres at least once. They don't have to run both. Let's head to the front here as we get to the closing stage of the safety car lap. And Lurix with the fastest lap so far with a 2:07.6 in these tricky conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have the safety car about to be called in here, and Disford will take pace as the safety car pulls away and Disford takes pace of this race this evening. So who will be able to get a good jump start here and take some few positions through the grid? If we change to this camera angle and see them come through the bus stop chicane, and Diswood pulls the gun and goes to head towards last source for the 12th time at this race, following from coming for you to John, as they have a gap of 2.3 seconds. So they pulled the gun at the right time, and John wasn't expecting it, as he has N-Spud right up his rear within 2/10, and John goes wide and he's got rear end damage. N-Spud takes those positions towards the Lakeland chicane, same as DJ and Gabanz and Lurox. They are taking the worst damage that John 27 TCT has. Speedy is going to look for the move down into this right-hander here. Does he get it done? Yes, he does. John is losing positions very fast due to this position, to this damage that he has. As we have Diswood here, very stable car through Huon and down to Fagmess. Do we see any more position changes here? Is Lurox going to look up the inside of DJ? Yes, he does. Will he be able to hold that position through Blanchimont, or will DJ come back onto the attack down into the chicane? Here, DJ looks for it. Down the inside he goes. He brakes early. Keeps in position. Come for you, Diswood, N-Spud, all into the pits for probably soft tyres or intermediate tyres, as the pit lane is still wet, and Gabanz takes the lead of the race here, followed by Speedy, Loudy, DJ's in the pits, N-Spud in the pits, Lurox coming, Pilly Wiseacre, Dram, Xylon, Diswood. Diswood comes out on the soft tyres, so looks very crucial here at Spa-Francorchamps to see what tyres everyone goes on. DJ on the mediums, N-Spud on the softs. And someone's spinning around there. Who is that? Lurox coming out the pit lane and spinning. Luckily he does not get damage. But he needs to be careful of the cars coming out and coming around the source. And that's someone else spinning, and that is Pilly Wiseacre. Not having a good race tonight here, but there is still 16 laps to go, so he can come back. He will just need to throw all these bad moves, all these bad spins that he's had out of his head. Get his head down and concentrate. Gabanz has a gap of 1.5 seconds to Speedy tyres here, and Speedy is on a purple lap, and Gabanz is currently with the fastest lap so far. Loudy in third, Diswood in fourth, but quickly closing that gap to Loudy on the intermediate tyres. Coming for you in fifth, Calypso is getting passed by Luncy on the inside of Blanchimont. DJ slowly closing, rapidly closing that gap, sorry. Will he look for the inside move? No, he doesn't, he sticks behind. As Loudy comes into the pit, same as Gabanz for the slick tyres. Speedy takes the lead of the race, but that gap will close very fast. as this one is on the soft tyres. As that lag spike did not help there. But to see these cars coming out of the pits for their soft tyres. Laudy on to the racing medium, so he's going. So if this was a complete dry race, he would have done his compulsory tyre, I believe, the same as John 27. Bud's trying to close up to the rear of DJ Disappointed. How is Diswood coming along? He's closed that gap from 7 seconds to 2.5 seconds. So he's making use of that soft tyres. Is Speedy going to come into the pits for some slick tyres? Yes, he does. And this one takes first place of this race. 52.5 from Diswood. Followed by Coming For You, then Lindsay, and then DJ. Did N-Spud spin it? As they're all in the back, gathered up through the chicane, N-Spud looks to move on left and gets it before that source. Speedy out on the racing medium tyres. Vance takes that position of Speedy coming out of the wet pit lane. N-Spud get him on the Camel Straight with the cold tyres that Speedy has. He looks for the move and he's got it before the chicane. Duran looking for a move on Devlin and Calypso here. But Devlin keeps that position, keeping strong here at Spa-Francorchamps. Laudy's making those moves. Hopefully he can close the gap onto John and Devlin with a little bit more better tyre than John and Devlin. He's right on the rear end. Let's go back up the front to your leader. Diswood with a 52.3. He's set fire to the lap times right now and pulling away very fastly from Coming For You. Followed by DJ with a gap of 7 seconds to Coming For You and a 3-second gap to Tay Lindsay, and DJ nearly loses the rear end there. Coming out La Source. Good bands in 5th, followed by N-Spud, Speedy, Laudy, and John. Devlin into pit for the slick racing soft tyres. Weizsäcker not having a good race at all here tonight. Hopefully a safety car will come back out and bring him into the pack again for the fight. He's struggling here in the tricky conditions at the Arden Forest on the track or Spa-Francorchamps. Here we see Diswood with nearly a 13-second lead over second place. He is looking mighty quick tonight. Coming for you in second. Looks like some people will be coming in here soon for some fresh, soft tyres as they are slowly degrading. As we have 12 laps to go here at the Track Stars SF19 round 7. This is how your championship standings are leading at the moment. With Spud in the lead after 5 rounds. After round 5, we're coming for you in second, the band's in third, Diswood in fourth, Tendency in fifth, Loudy in sixth, DJ in seventh, Duram in eighth, Lurks in ninth, Budsy rounding out the top 10. Is it the correct? Yes, it is. That is your champion standings of this series so far. So Diswood needs to have this win tonight to hopefully gain back some of those positions that he has lost from some of the bad races he had previously. It looks like he may win again unless he gets engine damage very early on the lap here, which it could ruin his race. We have coming for you in second, DJ in third, Lindsay in fourth, the band's in fifth, but not for long. Speedy looks to move around the outside. He gets that done very nicely and clean with this GT7 lag. Inspud slowly reeling in Gabans here. Can he make the move down before Huon? Or will he wait until Blanchimont to get the move done from the bus stop? As the rear end comes around, but he controls it very well. So John in 8th, Duram in 9th, Laura 10th, Valdi 11th, Calypso in 12th, Wiseacre in the pits, repairing damage. Xylon into the pits for front and rear damage. As we have Diswood going down to Arouge, and they have been lapped. DJ up in second. Can he close that gap down to Diswood on these racing medium tyres? With only 10 laps left remaining in this race tonight. There's a DJ run a little bit wide there. I don't know what happened. That has caused him to lose out a second or so, 2 seconds on Diswood, and safety cars being pulled. Who has the engine damage here? It is Loudy Dark Mist, and that'll bring everyone back into close racing. These final 10 laps here tonight. So are we going to see Diswood, DJ, Lindsay coming, and Gaban's all come into the pits for some soft tyres for 10 laps? This is going to be very interesting. And we see Diswood into the pits for soft tyres. So does DJ do the same, or does he stay out? He comes in also. Does Lindsay follow? He does. And this one comes out on some fresh, soft tyres. It's coming for you. Coming into the pitch, yes he does. What about DJ? Fresh soft tyres. Yes he does. Ends by losing it on pit entry and going very, very slowly. Lindsay comes out on soft. John on the racing hard tyres. It's raining here again, so people are... This weather is so predictable, and this is going to cause people that have just entered. Cabans have made the right call, same as coming for you, so they are going to increase. They are going to go through the grid like it's nothing here this evening. They are all going so slowly. Loudy's on some fresh intermediate tyres, same as Gaban's. Lorox is going into pits for some heavy wets, I believe, as he hits pit entry and get damage. Speedy's going to go into the pits as well. Was that just a small shower here? We have Diswood now onto the back of the safety car, followed by DJ, Lindsay, who's slowly crawling up, John with a 0.5 penalty, Duran 50, the bands coming for you in 7th, Ensbud in 8th, Devlin Clipso in 9th, Loudy in 10th, Speedy in 11th, Lawrence 12th. Clearly Wiseacre is 13th, going off there, having a very difficult race. Like I've been saying, he's going to feel gutted with himself after this race, and hopefully look back at the mistakes he's done and try and not bring them into the next race at Monza next week. Xylon goes past there as Wiseacre finds his penalty. We are going to have another lap here or two. Of safety car, and have 8 laps of racing possibly. Or are we going to have to finish under safety car if it gets called again? As the lap cars get to unlap themselves, so we're going to have about 2 extra laps here. see these cars going around, the lap cars getting around who on here, so we may have another lap of the safety car, and then go back as the track is drying out, so we may have some people on the intermediate tyres go in, or yeah, so Devlin may go into the pit. Safety car is in this lap, sorry. Who has spun it here? That is the safety car that has spun it. Oh lordy. Has that caused anyone to get damage? No, it has not. But that does not look good for the safety car driver himself. He should revoke his license here at the Track Stars community. Is that safety car going to come back through the grid, or is he just going to stay where he is? Looks like it. This Nissan GTR is a heavy car, and it's difficult to keep up with these cars through the corners with this high amount of downforce, so he's just going to stay where he is. There's no one behind. Diswood is holding the pace. We're going to have 7 laps left of this race. And all these cars are on fresh tyres, fresh slick tyres. Jono and Jerem are going to find it difficult to keep pace with these soft tyres here. Coming for you may come into pit, and this would accelerates away, getting a good jump on DJ, but DJ's there bringing it back in as they go down to La Source for the 22nd time tonight in this Grand Prix with 7 laps left. And DJ uses part of his overtake to close in the gap. This would, followed by Lindsay, John 27, sorry. Jerem hasn't used hardly any of his overtake, so he has loads left to use in these closing stages. Followed by N-Spud. Hopefully N-Spud can make some moves and gain hopefully a podium finish tonight. Followed by coming for you, the Bands in 8th, Devlin in 9th, Speedy in 10th, Laudy in 12th, Laudy in 11th, sorry, Lorox in 12th, Xylon in 13th, and Hilly Wiseacre in 14th. Spins and gets engine damage here, so that is another safety car. I feel bad for Wiseacre. Whoa, that lag caused DJ to gain on DJ. DJ gained on this with massive amounts. Very interesting race here tonight. Are we going to see Duran 50 and John 27 come into the pits for some slick tyres and hopefully can gain positions within 6 laps left of this race? Or are they going to stick on these hard tyres throughout these closing stages? I see Billy Wider get into the pits, fixing his engine damage. This is a tricky one, 'cause I didn't see what happened there. But as Venti Supersoft, our safety car driver tonight, waits on the Camel Straight to pick up this wood, and he comes around the source and going down to a Rouge. Place positions right now is Diswood in first, DJ in second, Taylorcy in third, Duran in fourth, Enspud in fifth. John stayed out, so he is most likely going to finish the race on these tyres. Gabaz in seventh. He'll have to try and make moves on to John and Enspud. Lorox in 8th, Coming Few in 9th, Speedy rounding out the top 10. Xylon is into the pits, probably for some soft tyres and hoping to make some moves and get a good, probably a top 10 finish for Mash Spider Racing here. Probably going to have another lap of safety car here to get everyone bunched up again, and then we'll have 4 laps of racing left, maybe 3 even. Or is safety car going to be called in within this lap? Looks like we are going to have one more lap of safety car to get these final 2 cars bunched up again, and then we will be underway for 4 laps of racing on a very quickly drying out Spa, with most of these dries being dry now. Laudy comes into the pits for some fresh soft tyres, I presume. Hopefully he can get a good finishing position for Mash Buds Racing tonight. Not Mash Buds Racing, Robo Sports, sorry. So many team names trying to remember, as this is my first time doing this. And as we see, safety car is in this lap. as we see DJ riding the grass. Can Woodsy hold off for 4 laps and take this victory tonight in the Track Stars Dallara SF19 round 7 at Spa-Francorchamps? As they all come round P1, all bunched up now, and the safety car will be pulling away very shortly here for 4 laps of racing left. Sun starting to either fall down or arise at the corner of Stavelot. Venti has spun it again. Oh my lord. They will all go through the safety car, and Diswood will hold pace here. They get ready, and Diswood pulls the gun, and they are off for 3 laps of racing. DJ looks for a move but doesn't. He tries to go around the outside into the source. Can he get the switch back? They're side by side down to a Rouge. DJ's taken the position as they go through a Rouge, up through a Radion, and Diswood opens up his overtake system and looks for the move around the outside, and DJ goes defensive for the inside, and he makes the position before the corner. DJ is still there, and Diswood takes the position. Duran 50 in 3rd, Lucy following in 4th, Enspad in 5th, John 27 in 6th, Coming For You in 7th, Lurox in 8th, Speedy in 9th, Gabans in 10th, Devlin in 11th. Good positioning for Ice there at the moment. Hopefully they can take Speedy and get double points. Xylon in 12th, Audi in 13th. Hopefully he can make a few positions up within these 3 laps left of this race. Wiseacre on the back with front aero and right suspension damage. Hopefully he can forget about this race tonight and move on to next week's race at Monza. Diswood has gained over a 2nd gap on DJ, but he cannot use his overtake as he's in the lead. But DJ can drain his all he wants, but he has to play smart as he's under quarter of the way of his overtake left, so he has to use it wisely as Duran is getting overtaken by Luncy on the inside, and he runs wide, and Enspud takes position too. He loses out on 2 positions there, but he has under halfway of his overtake, so he can start burning that off in these final 2 laps left of this race, which he does, and trying to gain some of that time back he lost. But Coming For You slowly crawling up with a lot of overtake left. Jono not with a lot. Laura going powerful by 28th 100th, but he has front and suspension damage on his left hand side. Hopefully Gabans can reel him in. As we see Speedy lagging there. And hopefully Devlin can catch him and get in within the points, but he does not have a lot of overtake left compared to Speedy. Tyres, same with Xylon, he is going to burn his overtake system within the final lap, try and get that 11th position from Devlin and Calypso here. As we see Diswood with a second gap to DJ, disappointed. Hopefully DJ can close up to Woodsy and take the victory here and knock him off. Down to 7 tenths now. Who has more on the top lane? He's burning that overtake, trying to close that gap. Diswood goes defensive on the wet line to keep his tyres cool. That's gap down to 5 tenths, and Lindsay takes the fastest lap of a 50.1. Let's go down the grid and see if any battles are happening right now. As we get around and nearly onto the final lap of this race tonight. There are no battles here happening at the moment, but there may be a few coming in within the final stage of this race. This would nearly runs into the gravel as those soft tyres are getting stretched and pull on the surface of the track, trying to find where the maximum grip is of this car. But the degradation of the tyres are wearing fast with these physics of GT7. DJ's nearly out of overtake. Diswood can't use his all, but it seems like he possibly holds the lead here as he nearly spins it out of that source. That gap is closing down rapidly, but Lunti is nearly out of overtake as well. With that 5/10 gap, can he take second off of DJ? But DJ still, Lunti is out of overtake, and DJ still got a little bit left. Spud looks like he will be holding 4th place in this race, but Coming For You is slowly reeling him in with more overtake. We see a 49.6 from Lindsay. Dram having no one near him, he is more than likely going to finish in this position. So John 27 has Lurox on the rear of him, so he has to maintain concentration as Lurox loses it onto the grass and losing up. Also, we're going to lose out on another position to Gabans here, down in to Puon, as Gaban looks for the outside move and he does not get it. And he has hardly any overtake now. The ISO drivers getting close together here. Felix Weizsäcker making a move on to Loudy Darkness as we get onto the final straight here for the final lap here for the checkered flag of SF19 Delara. Round 7 at Spa, and your victor for tonight is Diswood in first, DJ in second, Luncy in third, N-Spud getting knocked out, and they're coming together, Coming For You. N-Spud taking 4th place, Coming For You taking 5th, Duram in 6th, John 27 in 7th, Lurox in 8th, Devlin in 9th, Gaban in 10th. There may be some conversation there between the two ICE drivers. Wiseacre giving the position back to Laudy for 11th. Wiseacre taking home 12. Xylon in 13th with a 0.5, and he might lose that out to Speedy. Speedy holds 14th. Unlucky there for Speedy and Xylon. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this race tonight for the Track Stars round 7 of the SF19 at Spa-Francorchamps, as we wait for the timer to count down here. If you are new here and you are spectating us, please do free to try and add one of these guys in this race and ask to join the Discord and get into this series or the touring car series that is starting up in August. If you enjoyed the racing here, as you see, it's very close, very jam-packed in action. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for us here this evening. Please do join us next week at Monza for the Formula 2 race first, and then followed by this group again. But this is me signing out. It's been your boy Roses. I've enjoyed this. Thanks a lot, and I'll catch you again.